Do you know the difference between no-code and low-code tools? Well, if not, I'm gonna talk about that in this video. Let's go! Hello, welcome to the video. My name is Caio. I'm the Chief No-Code Officer here at WeAreNoCode, and in this channel we talk all about no-code tools and the no-code space. So if you want to know more about no-code tools, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and also leave a thumbs up on the video. In this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about no-code and low-code. What are their differences? Do you know the difference between no-code and low-code? Well, it is very simple, but at the same time, it can get a little bit complicated, and I'm going to tell you why in a sec. So no-code is actually using visual tools that you can use to drag and drop components, create logic, and then build applications like apps, websites, landing pages, even complete software, marketplaces, and also SaaS products. It can go from simple applications to very complex applications. And usually when you use no-code tools, you don't have to type code yourself. You have little to no interaction with coding language at all. So the difference between no-code tools and low-code tools is that no-code tools has little to no interaction to code, while low-code has a little bit of interaction with code, and in some cases it's optional, and in some cases it's not optional. So when you use no-code tools, it essentially means you are going to build your software, build your application using the no-code tools interface, which basically is completely visual. Of course, you can use code inside some no-code tools as well, but that's not gonna happen all the time. So basically the main difference between a no-code and a low-code tool is that no-code is more visual, less code needed or no code needed at all, and low-code is a combination of no-code with code as well. So it means it's the concept of no-code, but also with a little bit of code inside the no-code tool. Did you get it? So it's kind of a way to separate different kinds of tools. Some no-code tools usually target people who are non-technical. They don't have experience with code. Whereas low-code tools are more like for professional developers that want to leverage the no-code powerful part of no-code tools, but also want to interact with code. Or for more advanced users who don't mind using code during the process of development. So they can build visual things at some time, but also if they want to handle the code, they want to use code or inject lines of code inside that project, they can also do it. So it opens up more flexibility for those who know code. So if you want to get started into the no-code space and want to join this no-code revolution, we have an amazing community of founders, entrepreneurs, and no-coders joined together in one unique environment where you can learn entrepreneurship and also no-code. This place is called WeAreNoCode Academy. This is our academy for global founders. It's a community plus courses plus discounts, information about no-code tools. So it's the perfect environment for you to get started and learn no-code tools, entrepreneurship, and also network with people all around the globe. You don't want to miss this opportunity to join the WeAreNoCode Academy today. So go here down below and click the link to know more information about it. See you inside the WeAreNoCode Academy. Let's get you started learning no-code and entrepreneurship skills. Join today. So basically, I like to use no-code tools, and there are some no-code tools that allow you to use a little bit of code inside them. That's what makes this separation a little bit tricky, because some people might say, Caio, but then if you say you can add lines of code inside a no-code tool, isn't this then a low-code tool? Well, you're not completely wrong, but like you have to think like that. Like the no-code tools are called no-code tools because let's say 90% of what you will do inside this tool will be without any line of code. And some tools will allow you to see the code behind or interact with code or even inject some parts of code to make something that you want to make inside that no-code tool that for some reason you need to use code to achieve your desired goal. But that fact doesn't make the no-code tool become a low-code tool overnight. It is still a no-code tool, and even on their website, the whole company considers their tool as a no-code tool, but you can add a little piece of of code here and there. And that's fine. And I think it's good to have this possibility as well, because sometimes you need code to build some more complex things, or for some reason you want to use code. Because let's be honest, the internet or the development world is still code. Like even with no-code tools, the no-code tools are generating code for you in the background. So there's no way to get rid of code entirely, because a lot of integrations, other tools and other things will have code in it. And usually at some point you kind of have to handle a little bit of code. Even like installing Google Analytics sometimes or other tools, you have just a snippet of code that maybe you have to copy and paste inside a no-code tool. And that's not really a big deal for you, even if you don't have technical skills. But that also doesn't make that no-code tool become a low-code tool just because of that little snippet of code. They are in essence still no-code tools. Now, the low-code tools, usually they have dedicated parts inside their application that handle code. Sometimes parts inside their application that you can actually type code as a professional developer would do. So the main difference is the way the company markets their tool and how they envision building that product or service and who they are targeting. So sometimes if you are a very professional developer, had been working as a professional developer for a long time, you know code, why would you not want to use all the amazing skills you acquired along the years? So that's why there are low-code tools, because people realize, oh, it's nice to build in a visual way. It saves a lot of time. Maybe you have a designer inside your team that will build the visual part inside a low-code tool, and then the developer will handle the code or the logic, the programming parts of that application inside a low-code tool. And then depending on the scenario, it might make sense to have a low-code tool because the team will work together in the same tool, in the same environment. Or maybe the developer wants to use the visual part of that tool to build the visual parts of the application, because usually developers don't know much about design. So if they can get some help in that specific area, it is going to be beneficial for them. So they can use the visual part of that low-code tool to build the interface, and then they go to the logic, to the programming parts of that application with code that they know how to use. They are comfortable with that situation. Whereas if you don't know code, then why would you jump into a low-code tool? Because it's going to be very difficult for you. Lots of things to learn. You actually have to handle code. So then no-code tools make more sense for you to use. So basically that's a difference in a summary. But of course, each individual tool has its own specific characteristics. Even some low-code tools have more exposure to code. Sometimes they don't require you to use the code part if you don't want to. So it's more like it's a low-code but closer to no-code. Sometimes the no-code tool also can get closer to a low-code tool. So it is a little bit complicated to say, okay, this is only no-code, this is low-code, because at the end, like, it can get a little bit blurry, but I think you get the idea. And also I would say, don't worry about this. Like, don't worry too much. It doesn't really matter, like, oh, is it no-code? Is it low-code? At the end of the day, what really matters is to solve problems, is to get your goals accomplished, to build your company, to build your startup idea, to build your business. So it doesn't really matter if it's gonna be code, low code, or no code. What really matters is that you get there. I hope this video was useful, and I see you on the next one. Don't forget to watch all the other videos we have here inside the WeAreNoCode channel. I see you on the next one. Let's no code.